sure you've heard it all before, but you never really had a doubt. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now.
Welcome back to SOS. I'm Staff Sergeant Badass. Just got back from church and needed to make a video, so I'm on it. Do you know your neighbors? Do you think about what it would be like in a really bad situation and having to deal with all your neighbors? Do you think they've got your back? Or do you think it's going to flip and go the other way around? And I have some pretty good thoughts on that because I've seen it. Personally, over years, I've seen neighbor situations go extremely south. And if they can go extremely south in regular, everyday activities, you can expect in a really bad situation, it's going to get really ugly with your neighbors. You can say, hey, I'm going to go get to know my neighbors better. Sure, go get to know your neighbors better. But in a serious situation where it's a world without rule of law, SHTF, doesn't matter what it is, you know, you hear all these phrases all the time, a takawaki, whatever it is, it doesn't matter, all right? It doesn't matter what phrase you use. It could be the earthquake. It could be the nuke. It could be whatever. Okay, I'm talking too much. I'm rambling. The thing is that we don't truly know our neighbors. We don't. And as much as you say you do, you probably don't. There are things about our neighbors we just don't know. Like, I've had situations where a neighbor over here, they seem okay, and they're just a constant line stepper. Any chance they get, they want to seek that opportunity to just be a brat. Because, he was probably spoiled growing up, and I understand. The ordeal with the barking at my dog, yeah, that was kind of ridiculous. And because I said something to him about it, I got the cops called on me. Because I guess when I have to speak loudly when I go outside, because he's some great distance from me. I'm not going to be able to say, hey, can you stop doing that? No, I'm going to shout and say, hey, can you stop doing that? It's going to be a lot louder, and it's probably going to be scary for some people when they hear a grown man yell at someone. And some people just cannot tolerate another grown person saying, you can't do that, because people don't want to hear they can't do that. Because once you tell them that they can't do it, oh man, you better strap on a helmet because you're about to lose your mind. My neighbors over here, they constantly, every single day, ride a dirt bike. Got it. It's fun. Look, I was a motorcycle instructor for years. I used to teach kids how to ride. It's fun. It's a lot of fun to ride. I love riding, and I don't do it as much anymore because I have too many kids and I'm just way too busy. So I don't. But the sound of it is like living next to a dirt track. If you understand a 10-year-old riding a dirt bike, a little bit different. You can see the fun factor there. If I was 10 years old and on a dirt bike, I would be having time of my life. And I wouldn't want anyone to tell me no. Or tell me to stop. I got it. So, I've taught this kid how to shoot a bow. I've taught this kid as much as I could just when I got the opportunity to talk to him. But he's a 10-year-old. And I was instructed by the person that watches over him because he doesn't have any real ownership of parents because they're always in jail. So I get that. So I play that role model every now and then when I get asked by the person that guards them for me to teach them something. So I get that. So I teach the kids some stuff. But this is where you have to get into, do you know your neighbors? I'm getting to the do you know your neighbors part. Hang on. Okay. So, for example, the kids have nap time between 12 and 2. And the kid purposely, because I asked him not to, ride between 12 and 2 if he could avoid doing that, because he's got the rest of the day to ride a dirt bike. He's literally a rock throw from my house. Okay, there's no fenced in area, and pretty sure you're not supposed to ride dirt bikes in the city. Just throwing that out there too. Not trying to be mean or hateful, but I'm just adding to the mix of things. Work with me. And the kid literally now does it at that exact time every single day. He's 10. I get it. All right, so let's talk to the person or guardian of the child. No, don't do that, because they did not want you saying anything bad about their little one. So the minute you say, hey, could you please compromise with me here? That went south real quick. And it led to pretty much, I never want to talk to you again. Cool. I won't feed your cats like I've been doing. I won't shovel your driveway ever again. You know, there's a lot of things that they're going to miss. Going to the grocery store for you in the middle of dead of winter, not going to happen anymore. So there's a lot of things. That's what they call cutting your nose off to spite your face. That's what they call that. Now, I love doing these little videos because it is a good example of, do you know your neighbors? Because for the longest time, well, they're also the same person that said, oh man, and don't talk politics. That was the other thing. And they're not a big Second Amendment supporter. That's the other thing. Basically, that person had said that I had an arsenal of weapons and I was a scary person. So basically, she's already got that going for her. I don't care. Whatever. I'm a scary person. You guys watch me every day. Am I a scary person? I don't seem very scary. Not to me, anyway. I just seem like a regular dude that makes YouTube videos. That's all I seem like to me. I don't know. But do you know your neighbors? Think about that. I've got neighbors over here, they couldn't afford to pay their water bill. I know I've mentioned that before. So they were getting water from a pipeline I have that runs off from the back of my house. It's just a drain off type thing. And they catch that water. They were catching that water to feed their chickens, to do all their other activities, to garden with. Didn't have a problem with that. They ran a hose from that to one of them works. I think one of the children of theirs owns a Mexican restaurant. And this is really funny. I have to tell you this story. They're cool people. They've come over here. They've talked to me a lot. On that note, they are cool people, but in a serious situation, I don't know how cool they would be. They might not be cool with me anymore. It might be taking my head off cool. That might be how cool they are. I don't know. But that's how I look at things. I don't look at things like, oh, look, let's pet the kitten. No, you gauge them. You gauge people and you try to figure them out a little bit. And then all it takes is a little air and opportunity, and the air leaves the room and it's gone. You know what I mean? It's just going to happen. Sometimes those bad things can just happen. You have no idea. But anyways, one of their kids owns a Mexican restaurant. You guys probably don't like all this talking crap, but it's something that I do for therapy for myself to help me cope with all the little drama and, all the little screaming demons. All right, so across the street, the neighbor, I know his son owns a Mexican restaurant. I know that. And the other one works at the Mexican restaurant, and they had a cat that had kittens. Now, we took one of the kittens and adopted it, basically. It didn't have anywhere else to go. That was the only one that followed my kids around and my kids liked. And it was a solid black cat, and we thought that was hilarious. So we have a solid black dog, so we figured we'd have a solid black cat. Well, I don't know. I don't even think we officially gave the cat a name yet. But we call the other cat Cat because we have no other name. So we just call it Cat. And we call our dog Dog. And the dog's name is Dog. And I don't know what I'm going to name this cat. Stray or Weirdo or something. I don't know. Fuzzy. He's kind of fluffy. But anyway. So across the street, they work for a Mexican restaurant. And when they come home, they take their scraps from the Mexican restaurant every night. And they throw it out. And the cats totally freak out. This is actually funny to me. I'm not sure if it's funny to you, but it makes me laugh. All right, so the cats are used to eating Mexican food. Well, Sippy Cup, she sometimes has Taco Bell. She loves Taco Bell. And she had a burrito. It was like one of those grilled stuffed burrito things, whatever. And I guess she works at a hospital, so she's kind of like in and out of the house pretty quick. She's got college, she's got hospital, it's ridiculous, exams, all this stuff. She's super, super busy. And man, I tell you, I ain't ever in my life seen a woman work so hard in her life. But she's got goals, and she's going to achieve those goals. But sometimes she'll run through and get some fast food, and it's like Taco Bell. So she come back with this grilled stuffed burrito thing, and she left it in the car, and she forgot about it and didn't eat it. I think she took like a couple of bites off of it. Well, I don't know, she's cleaning out her car, and she just kind of told me, hey, can you get this stuff for me, when you get a chance? And I was like, yeah, sure. And I didn't get a chance that morning to take care of it, but she had set some stuff outside for me to pick up and throw in the trash or whatever for. Well, those cats, those kittens, all of the cats in the neighborhood, it was ridiculous. There was like 20, 30 cats. I'm not kidding. I don't make this stuff up. 20 or 30 cats at least. It was insane. I ain't ever seen that many cats in one little spot. But they were fighting over a grilled stuffed burrito because my neighbor, Mexican restaurant, you see where all this is going, right? So I know now that if I ever want to get the cat's attention, all I got to do is throw out a burrito. So I guess maybe in like SHTF scenario and I want a meal ready to eat, all I do is just take a snag of some burrito, just make me a makeshift burrito, throw it out there and wait for them with my lever action 22 and just get some. Lunch, dinner, there we go, breakfast. Anyway, hey, look, the Koreans do it. I know this for a fact. They have cat on the stick there. I'm just telling you. It's pretty good actually. Cat on a stick. That's what everybody calls it. I don't know if it's. I might be making stuff up. It could possibly not be cat, but I'm assuming from the looks of that stand that was definitely cat. How many of you have been to Korea? Comment below. Tell me if that was cat. I need to know. Anyway, so how well do you know your neighbors? That's how I'm going to leave this, but I'm not leaving you just yet because this is your monthly reminder. I do this every month, and I usually do it around on a Sunday. So I have to let you guys know so you guys can stay up on it. And I'm going to be doing some food storage next week. Spoiler. It's not a big spoiler. We're literally going to pull out our food storage for you guys and gals. I'm going to have Sippy Cup help me out, and we're going to lay some stuff out for you guys and go through what we keep and how we get rid of it. And I think that'll be good information for you guys, and it'll help you out and give you some ideas, and especially for the young preps out there that are getting into it and getting started, and some of you guys and gals that are long-term, been doing it a while. It might refresh your memory and say, hey, you know what? I need to go dig my stuff out and fix that problem. We're going to make some modifications to ours. We're actually going to move some stuff around. I don't want to leave this on a negative note, okay? I don't want to leave my video on a negative note today. It is Sunday. I want you guys to stay positive. It is the Lord's house. Leaving church and everything, you get that feeling. You feel like you need to make a video, and that's what I have right now. So I want you guys to kind of focus on, we're going to do buckets for you guys. We're going to seal some stuff up for you guys. We're going to do that. Take you step by step in what we do and show you kind of our bucket storage and, I don't know, just little items we don't think of. Toilet paper, for one. A lot of people never even think about toilet paper. Toilet paper is important. It'll be good for a little while, you know what I mean? But it ain't going to go bad, so might as well get it. I got one more item I need to talk about, and paper plates. Look, when the water's out, if the water shuts down, it's always good. Throw that stuff away instead of rinsing it out over and over again. I mean, eventually, I'm going to run out of this. I got it. But I could take my paper plates. I could use it for fire tender. I don't know, all sorts of stuff. So there's other ideas for it. And I know someone will criticize and throw up on their keyboards about it, but there it is. I keep paper plates. And this was just a recent purchase. And I just wanted to share it with you guys. Like I said, I always, every couple weeks, I go and I get groceries, and then I get extra side items every couple weeks. So, This was 70 cents, I think, at Walmart. 70 cents. 70-ish. Same with this one. There's 3 different types of pasta there. Now, pasta is long-term. Very, very long-term. And you can store that stuff infinity and beyond. It's ridiculous. We always do the mac and cheese. It's for the kids. The powder's not going to go bad. It'll be alright. I'll have to double check that. I don't want to lie to you. Don't make me lie. Comment below if I lied. Alright, but this stuff will last because it's pasta. If the sauce itself is bad, chunk it, whatever. This stuff, I'm sure, probably does not last that long, but it's definitely not Top Ramen, and it will last longer than Top Ramen, so you've got that going for you. And that stuff's super cheap. Canned vegetables. I'm getting sick because my kids are sick, just so you guys know. All 3 kids get sick. Usually they all clear up and they're all done, and then I get sick, and then I'm starting to die, and then I have to start taking all my cold medicine and stuff. And then you'll start hearing me cough in my videos. Alright. I always do mixed vegetables. I do that. That's something I do. Sippy doesn't pick that. She usually picks other exotic things like garbanzo beans and weird stuff. But that's just me. That's what I pick. Alright. Basmati rice. This is good long-term storage. Now, I do not like, this goes back to Angry Prepper. And I know he has another channel. He has 2 channels, alright. He says it's another guy, or what, we get the point. You know, he's crazy. But that's cool. We like that guy. But Angry Prepper, I watch him a lot, and I really like his channel. So, he does cooking. He's a doomsday chef. I've told you before. So, this is just great value, and this rice is the rice you want to get. Let's see the name a little bit better. That's the name right there. Look for that. Alright? This is a 20 pound, and I'm going to store this, and I'm going to try a vacuum seal technique with this one this time, and I'm also going to put some absorbers. It's a long story. I'm going to do a video on it. Alright, so this is the good stuff for long-term storage. I don't like the just plain Jane white rice because it's enriched. They'll say enriched on it. And he's talked about that before on his channel, about enriched and what enriched really means and all that stuff. I would rather just focus on something that doesn't involve going bad and spoiling, if you get the point. So, but this has a better taste to it. It tastes better than just regular long grain rice, but it still is white rice. It still is the same stuff. It's just, there's a little difference to it. So that's all I'm going to get into with it. But this is what I like to store. This is me personally. This is what I like to get. But this was 19 bucks. Let's see, 19, and then you got, well, it was probably 20. So let's just say 20, and then you've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's like $8. So like 28 bucks, roughly. Probably after tax, like a little bit more. Probably like 30 bucks. 30 bucks will get you everything I just showed you. But that's, look how long this, think about how long this rice will last you right here. This rice will last you a long time. Now, next thing. So, who wants to reload these? I know somebody does. Comment below. This is 22. Alright, a 22 LR. We can reload 22. And I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm going to show you the home method. The how to make primers. Alright. I'm going to show you how to do this so that you would not need like the primer compound. I have primer compound that will make primers for any bullet. I can make primers all day long. But the compound itself is extremely toxic. Some of you probably know. But you can use this to make, this is just priming compound. But this primol priming compound, you can make primers for literally everything, and it still works the same. This will prime, I can't remember how much they give for this, like $19, I think. But you can prime up to 2,000 primers with this. That's right. I'm right. 2,000 primers with this. And it was $19. That's 2,000 primers. That's a lot of primers. That's like $10 a box for primers, if you know anything about reloading. So anyway. Next step. That's for that type of primer. And I'm going to show you how to not use this. I'll show you 2 ways. So I'm going to have a series on this stuff. I'm not going to open it today, but we're going to be making bullets. We're also going to be playing around with chemicals, and we're going to play Bill and I and the Science Guy, and we're going to make primers, make bullets, and I'm going to show you smokeless and black powder loads for 22. So you'll be able to use black powder, which is standard for a muzzleloader, and also you can reload shotgun shells with black powder, and also you can buy it at any Walmart, black powder. So there you go. But I'm going to show you black powder and a homemade method using some techniques I have around the house, and I'm also going to show you the other way of making a professional loaded one with the use of primol and the use of a smokeless powder. So I'm going to show you 2 different ways, and we're going to make bullets out of stuff doomsday related, from like lead weights and things like that. We're going to play around with lead. It's very toxic. Once again, I'm going to give you all the disclaimers for that. We're going to do lead weights and things like that, and we're also going to do more traditional techniques, and we're going to do doomsday techniques. So there you go. We're going to play around with that stuff next week. Hope you're looking forward to it. And we're going to get into food storage. Sounds like a lot of fun, doesn't it? I'm excited. I know you're excited. Anyway, I guess that's all I got for you guys and gals today. You're watching SOS. I am Staff Sergeant Badass. Have a beautiful, fabulous, fantastic day. And leave your neighbors alone, because they probably don't like you. I love you guys. Hang in there.